Hello, welcome back. We are ready for part 3 of our video series on creating interactive Google Slides. Now, if you're just jumping in here, you're going to want to go back and catch the first 2 videos. Video 1 was all about creating your own custom background for your Google Slides in Canva. And if you're already like, what are you talking about? What is Canva? You've got some catching up to do, but I've got you covered. I have quite a few videos on Canva. Links will be below in the description box. I love it. I use it for everything. Worksheets, presentations, everything. Okay, I use it for everything. So we're using Canva to create our interactive Google Slides. So the first one was about making the background. The second video was about making the images that we're going to use in the activity in our interactive Google slide. Today, we're going to put it all together, and I want to make a drag and drop interactive Google slide for this class that I'm teaching. So if you're new here, hello, I'm Rachel. Welcome to Merciful Mornings. This is the place that you come for education, encouragement, and support for online teaching and daily life. And today, we're definitely online teaching, or any teaching really. This is a great skill just for any teacher to have and use. And I'm having fun doing it, so I wanted to share it with you. So let's jump into it. I'm going to make myself smaller. Here we go. All right, all I've done so far is I've pulled up a blank Google slide. I am ready to make my drag and drop activity. So the first thing I'm going to do is come in and delete these boxes. I don't need them, so I'm just going to click it, delete it. So the next thing, remember we made our background, and in order for it to not move around when we drag and drop things, we want to select it as a background. So I'm clicking background, choose an image, and I'm going to browse on my computer. I've got a folder saved on my desktop for my little house slides. I want to use, here's my background image with the log cabin, the trees. I'm doing a novel study on Little House in the Big Woods. So this is what we've got. So now this is my background, and look, I can't move it anywhere. Now I'm actually going to adjust my background. So we're going to do a quick review of how you make your background, because once you get in it, you might go, wait a minute, I didn't want this part to move either. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to add a couple of images that I also don't want to move. So this is a quick review of making that background. I've put in my image for the background. I'm going to upload another image. I want this basket and this basket. So I'm actually going to hold down the control button as I click each of those and open, and it's going to add both of them. Now, obviously, I don't want them looking like that. So I'm going to resize them the way that I want them and put them where I want them. So here is my true basket. Now, if you want to see how big that one is, you can click Format Options to make them the same size. So lock the aspect ratio so it doesn't get too skinny or too flat. Make it the size you want. So maybe I want it to be 2.5. Okay, and then I'll do this one the same, 2.5. Now they're the same size. I'm going to put them where I want them. I've got these lovely grid lines that help me line them up. I'm going to close my format options, make sure I'm lined up here. So I've got a true, I've got a false, and I'm going to be dragging things into the correct baskets. So I don't want the baskets to move either. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make this a new background. So let's remember how we do that. I'm going to title this My Little House Matching Game so that I know what it is. Go to File, Download, and save it as a PNG. It's going to save my slide. Now, if I wanted to still have this here, this is a problem, right? My baskets are moving around. So I'm actually going to get rid of all this. I just need to make a new slide. This slide right here, I'm going to get rid of completely. So let's get rid of what's on here. Delete that, delete that. Now for my background, I'm going to upload that new image that I just saved. It's going to be in my downloads folder right there. Open it up and I'm done. Now, dun, 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 So that was your quick refresher course on making your background. I added these new images. I don't want them to move. I saved it and I uploaded it as a new background. So I've got my baskets for true and false. Now I need all the statements that the students are going to help me sort when we are in class. So again, I'm just going to go up to images. These are the images that we created in video 2. So you are with me for those. I'm going to go back to my desktop, my little house slides. This is all my images. So I'm going to click this one. I'm going to hold down. You can hold down Shift to select all of them, or Control and click each one, or you can open them each individually. I just like to be a little bit quicker about it. Okay, I now have all these different size logs with statements on them. They're all over the place. So I'm going to click this top one, go to Format Options. It's the same thing. Make sure you've locked the aspect ratio and pick a size that you want it to be. For this one, maybe let's see how 4 inches looks. That one's all right. Maybe we want them all to be 4 inches, or maybe you want to go with 3.5. It really doesn't matter. Just make it the size you want it. And then you're going to click on every log and do the same thing. So this one I want to be 3.5. There it goes. This one I want to be 3.5. I'm going to go and do this on all my logs. Okay. Because you want them to all be consistent and not look confusing. And once I've gotten them all, I can start to stack them up and put them where I want them. Okay, now I want to get them all in one place. I've got all my sentences on here. I want to highlight all of them, and I'm going to come up here to Arrange, Align. I want them all in the center. And I want them all in the middle. Now they're all, you can only see the top one, but they're all stacked up together. And I'm going to drag them all exactly where I want them, right here in the middle. They're all together. Boom, my slide is done. Now, as you do the activity, you can drag and drop. So Laura and Mary used a pig's bladder as a toy. Yuck, they totally did. So that goes into the true basket, and the next one pops up. The Ingalls family lived in the town of Pepin. No, they did not. That goes in the false basket. You just go through and do all of these. Now, after you've dragged them all to where they go, instead of dragging them and aligning them all back up, you can just do Control Z, and it puts it all back right where it was. You now have a matching game. You made your background. You made your images to use. You've inserted it all in here. It looks lovely. All you've got to do now is pull it up and go through with the students and put them where they go. That's it. Now, there are a ton of different ways you can do this, types of things to do. You can do matching, where you have a background where all of the shapes are on there and not moving, and then you've got shapes that you drag to match. Or you can do it also to where you were to draw a line. So if this was set on here and not moving, if I wanted to draw a line on here, I can go up here, click line, and this is a true statement. So I click on this. I want to draw a line over to here. Boom, boom, done. I just made a line. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use these slides, but the main thing is you can create your own custom images for your class in Canva. You can create your own custom backgrounds in Canva to match exactly what you're doing, and then throw it all into Google Slides and make a fun activity that you can do together with your students. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, be sure you like the video and share it with anyone else who might benefit from it. Comment below if you've got any other suggestions or questions along these lines. And be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss videos like this when they go live. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.